Now we will learn about very important topic which is cyclotron. But before learning about cyclotron, let us go back to this equation. Here we have e made equal this centripetal force to the magnetic force, because in magnetic field particle was revolving in circular motion. So from that we get this expression of the radius of the motion in the magnetic field. Let me write it down here. R is equal to m v by qb. So this was the equation for the radius of the that circular motion. Now from this velocity is simply r qb, that means q b r by m. And third thing is that here you can see omega is equal to 2 pi nu. So 2 pi nu is equal to qb by m. So omega is equal to 2 pi nu is equal to qb by m. So this we have seen. From this we can have nu equal to qb by 2 pi m, qb by 2 pi m. So this we have already solved. So please note down these formulae first, so you can understand these formulae first on your copy, so you can understand the cyclotron much better, because this will help you in understanding the cyclotron. So let us go to our main topic, cyclotron. Now we have discussed this figure. Let me show this figure once again. Here we have one D, this is another D. It looks like the letter D, that's why these are called D's, D1 and D2. A particle is starting from this center, which is a proton. This is the source of protons, and magnetic field is shown by dotted symbols. That means magnetic field is coming out of the plane, and because of this magnetic field, if this particle is moving, it will move in circular paths. Now we have connected an oscillator here. So what does this oscillator do? This D is made of metal. This D is made of metal. This another D is also made of metal. So this oscillator is connected to this D. As soon, let us say this is positive particle, initially this is at negative, this is at positive. When these particles come at the edge of this D, so this jumps here and starts moving into this, then this becomes negative, this becomes positive. So what does this oscillator do? This will oscillate the voltage. This oscillator oscillates the voltage. So because of that, or this particle always accelerate towards negative potential, and because of the magnetic field it takes round path. As soon as it reaches here, it again become positive, this side becomes negative. So particle reaches here, so particle keeps on getting accelerated and its radius keep on increasing. At last it exits from this exit points. So this is the whole construction of the cyclotron. It is a very important instrument. It is called particle accelerator as well, because it accelerates particles. So now let us understand what is a cyclotron. This is, again I am saying, very important. This is most important, one of the most important question of class 12th, because every year at least 1 or 2 questions come on this topic, and 3 or 5 marks question. The cyclotron is a machine to accelerate charged particles. So first thing is that this is for accelerating charged particles or ions to high energy. It was invented by E.O. Lawrence and M.S. Livingston in 1934. So it is quite old, to investigate nuclear structure. So this was invented to investigate nuclear structure. The cyclotron uses both electric and magnetic fields in combination. So first thing is that it uses both electric and magnetic fields. So there are both magnetic field to make particles go in circular path, and electric field so that their path keep on getting bigger. So electric energy help in getting the path bigger, and this magnetic field help in making them in circular path, moving them in circular path in combination to increase the energy of charged particle. So electric field is increasing the energy and magnetic field is creating the circular paths. As the fields are perpendicular, so you have seen that first D was here, another D was here, and let us say in first case this D is positive, this D is negative. So this x axis is the direction of electric field, and magnetic field was coming out of the plane of paper. So both are perpendicular. Magnetic field was coming out of the paper and this is on x axis. So what is there? Both are perpendicular. As the fields are perpendicular, so both the fields are perpendicular, E and B, to each other, they are called cross fields. So they are called cross field because they are perpendicular. Cyclotron uses the fact that the frequency of revolution of the charged particle in a magnetic field is independent of its energy. So we had seen this new frequency was QB by 2 pi m. So here you can see that Q is universal constant. Once you take the charged particle, that is fixed. 2 pi is a constant. Mass of the particle is also a constant. What you can change is magnetic field. But again, velocity is not here. Velocity is its energy, that is not here. That means whether it moves in a small circle or it moves in a big circle, that only depends on the magnetic field. Listen this thing once again. What I am trying to say is frequency, that means how many oscillation it will do, that is independent of its velocity. So frequency will not change if the velocity is large or energy. Velocity is energy, kinetic energy. If velocity is large, the circle would be larger. If velocity is less, circle would be smaller, but frequency will remain same. Let us say if this particles takes only 3 rounds in 1 second, so it will take 3 rounds. If we increase its energy, then again it will take 3 rounds in this circle, and that completely depends only on magnetic field, because Q, 2 pi and m all are constant and V is not here in the formula. So this thing must be clear to you, that frequency only depends on the magnetic field applied. Now, so this frequency of revolution is independent of energy. The particles move most of the time inside the two semicircular discs of metal containers D1 and D2. So here we saw that this was D1, this was D2. So once particle started, most of the time it is inside the D for very small time. This is a very small place. Most of the time it is inside the D. So most of the time this particle remains inside D1 and D2, which are called Ds. These are called Ds as they look like the letter D. In the figure, it shows a schematic view of the cyclotron that we have already discussed. Inside the metal boxes, that means these metal boxes, the particle is shielded. These Ds are made of metal. These are made of metal, and we have already learned that inside the metal there is no electric field. So that we have already discussed. If there is a metal box and inside the metal there is a cavity, the electric field is 0. That we have already learned. So electric field inside this metal Ds is 0. So inside the metal boxes, the particle is shielded and is not acted by the electric field. Inside this, electric fields are 0. The magnetic field, however, acts on particle and makes it go round in a circular path inside the D. So inside these Ds, electric field is 0 and magnetic field is not equal to 0. Because of this magnetic field, particles move in circular paths.